Welcome to Crow Inclined, here today with a daily energetic check-in. We have 3 cards laid out here for you today for a general energetic check-in. Pile number 1, this is your card of focus. And we're using the Magical Nordic Tarot. Pile number 2, this is your card of focus. And we'll be using the Wandering Star. Pile number 3, this is your card of focus. And we will be using the Witch of the Forest Tarot. Okay, so feel free to pause and ponder. Think about any questions you may have, and I will see you in your pile. Welcome, pile number 1, and your card of focus is the King of Forces. Now, this shows a man by a river, surrounded by animals, different animals, all kinds of different animals. And look at, there's so much cooperation in this. So the power of nature is all around him, right? The earth is below his feet, the running water, the sky is filled with stars and nebula. It's a star-filled nebula is what it is. Yet he is a force himself, okay? Because he can calm. He has a calming influence basically on the animals, right? On the wolf and the rabbit, and these are natural enemies. So when this card shows up, it indicates the presence of a man who has a powerful and positive energy. Sorry, let me put that back on the screen. Powerful and positive energy. Okay. He comes with good intentions. He's gentle. He's honest. Right? Honesty resonates from this person. Now, I know this is the King of Forces, so keep in mind, change genders as needed. This can also be a represent a woman in the material world, right? So this energy is just masculine, which is why I'm reading it like this. So, yeah, if you don't know this person, like, his energy is going to come in real soon, okay? He could show up as support for a project, a special project, or a work issue, or just for your life in general. Okay, it's quite possible this person can be a love interest. So in order to be open to receiving this man of honor, make sure that you engage in honoring yourself. Okay, we attract who we are, and if we're kind to ourselves, we will attract someone who will be kind to us as well, in whatever situation this is meant for. For you or a man around you, this could also be about a career, right, in the natural sciences. Any activity connecting with earth energy and nature are beneficial for you at this time. Some careers that are centered around sort of the earth sciences could be electronics, astronomy, maybe physics, or geology, right? Maybe you're doing something with alternative fuel. So any of the earth sciences and new industries in environmental care, okay? That's just kind of a side note if this is about career for you. This card can also reveal an important side to yourself, right? So feel the balance and beauty of nature. Maybe sit in it, maybe go for a walk in it, and really feel the balance of that energy, and know that those forces are always moving within you and around you. All right, they're very, very calming forces, right? So basically, this is about someone coming in. They're going to be a real calming influence in your life with a project, in a relationship, whatever, in a situation. And they're going to help get you grounded. Okay. They're going to help get you grounded. They're going to help stabilize you so that you can be successful in whatever that is for you. Okay. We have the Magical Nordic Tarot. I love this deck. All right. Thanks you guys so much for being here. I really, really appreciate you. And I'm honored to be able to bring you these readings every day. Take it as it resonates. If it doesn't fit, maybe tomorrow, right? I do pick a cards on Saturday and Sunday. Wednesdays is a relationship pick a card. And then Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, I do morning and evening readings, okay? So you get a double dose those days. And that could change, you know. But anyway, thank you for showing up. I really appreciate it. Let's dig into this. Let's see what this is coming at you. Maybe this, I mean, it also says that this could be an energy in you. So let's just see how the cards play out. Maybe you are the balancing, grounding energy. Maybe. It's quite possible. Oh, out of the gate, the devil with boundaries. Okay. Yeah. The devil is often about, well, the devil talks about attachments, right? Bad behaviors, addictions, all right? And that doesn't necessarily mean like to substances. It can be to people. It can be to situations, right? It can be saying no when you need to say no to something. It can mean saying yes. Sorry. It can mean saying yes when you need to say no to something. It can be something as simple as that. Hence the boundaries of the card. Okay. Boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. In your energy, you are showing up as the Page of Wands, right? The Page of Wands. Ooh, I like the Page of Wands. It says innocence, right? All the pages have sort of a sense of innocence about them. But the Page of Wands takes the spark of an idea and puts it into action, okay? Hands it off to that knight who fans the flames of that. So this is something, this is kind of a passion project, okay? And remember, our King of Forces says that maybe someone is coming in to help you with that. Now, with it saying innocence on the bottom, there could be sort of a sense of being naive in the situation, and I may not be using the right, how can I say this? Like, you have this idea, and when we're so excited about an idea, we just like run out and we tell everybody, and we're so excited and we start moving towards it, and maybe someone takes it. Maybe someone messes with you, you know, it's that kind of thing. So I think that's what the innocence part is in this. I like that you are the Page of Wands with the innocence in your energy, okay? But I do think that that might have something to do with why this devil with the boundaries has shown up, okay? Let's keep going. It's just something that, yeah, as the story unfolds, keep in mind, limbo, the Hanged Man. All right, well, the Hanged Man is all about gaining a new perspective, right? It's looking at something in a different way. It's full stop. It's full stop. It means that you cannot continue in the direction that you've been heading. If you still are trying to attain that goal, you've got to stop and think about it and reevaluate and pivot, because there's probably another way to get there. Okay? So you have this great idea. Maybe you've been sitting on it. Maybe that's what it is. All right, we're getting there. Maybe you've been sitting on it because you're not sure what to do with it. And that's probably why this devil's coming out. Okay. You're sitting on it. You might be holding on to it because, you know, obviously unsure of which way to go, but also maybe some thought patterns, right? You know, it's really hard to, we have to have so much courage and strength when we strike out with something new, right? Because we're always going to have people that tell us we can't do it. And most of us have that little inner critic that sort of throws that self-doubt in a little bit. So remember, someone's going to come in and help you through this, okay? This is a very gentle, grounding energy that's going to come in and help you do this. All right, so remember to be gentle and grounded with yourself, within yourself. It's gonna make this energy, whoever this person is, come in much, much, much quicker. Okay. Oh, hold on. That one flipped. That was fast. Yeah, Six of Cups coming out underneath the devil with boundaries. Yeah, this is memories. It's usually attached to childhood. Typically, they're good memories, right? But coming out with this devil, okay, this may be some sort of belief you had about yourself or have about yourself. That needs to go. I mean, really, we can't move on to into a new leg of our journey without letting aspects of the old self go. All right. Things that got us through one leg of the journey may not sustain us on the next. Yeah, there's something. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Yeah, you have the Six of Pentacles in your energy as well. Gifts. So this is a card of charity. This is a card of charity. Pentacles are also very grounding. They're an earth energy. This is about giving and receiving. This is in your energy. This is beautiful, right? We have the Page of Wands with this great new idea, you know, fanning the flames. It's kind of a blessing as well, with the innocence coming in, which is fine. But you're also showing up as the Six of Pentacles. Maybe you want to get, let's see. It's a card of giving and taking. It can also be a card of family, right? Of roots, which is interesting with this Six of Cups and memories from childhood coming out. Yeah, someone's going to help you. Someone's going to help you. Someone's going to help you get grounded and make sure that you're on the right path with this thing that you want to do, right? Keep in mind, King of Cups, understanding. Yeah. Yeah, understanding. The King of Cups is kind of the same energy as this King of Forces, as far as the gentleness and the loving compassion that comes with it, and the understanding. All right, so this person's coming. They're going to help you. They're going to help you pivot in the right direction. They're going to get you grounded. I mean, I don't sense that you absolutely need that help. Like, you seem very comfortable in your energy, but there's like sort of this lack of movement towards something. And that Page of Wands has that spark. We need to fan the flames of that spark and get it moving. That's why this person this energy is going to be really important. Now, keep in mind that that energy can also be within you, right? Gratitude. Yeah. Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. Stepping into gratitude. Setting some boundaries. Remembering from whence you came. And having gratitude. The Nine of Pentacles is a beautiful card of grounded stability in the material world. Okay, it can be financial independence, it can be stability. So yeah, what I'm getting is that you definitely are setting boundaries. Okay, you're setting boundaries. There's something you're remembering. There's something you're remembering. I think that's attached to this spark of that Page of Wands. And yeah, being grounded. Maybe this energy is within you. Oh, interesting. Maybe you're the person. Maybe you're the King of Forces. Maybe you're going to inspire someone. And the Page of Cups. Wow, playfulness. You definitely are not worried about any kind of situation, okay? Page of Cups also is a messenger of good news, good luck, love, all of those things, right? Yeah, your energy is really beautiful here. Yeah, it kind of makes me wonder. Maybe this is your story. You set some boundaries. You remembered who you were. You practiced gratitude. It brought forth this spark of an idea so that you can feel free to give and receive, right? Without judgment. It threw you back into this playful energy, right? What you had to do was take a minute and reevaluate with that Hanged Man as a card of enlightenment. Okay, and with that came understanding. And the Sun, which is happiness. Oh, interesting. This is a real interesting read. So I think you could take it either way, okay? You can take it that you are the King of Forces and you are doing this for yourself or someone else, or someone is coming in, and because you're in this beautiful energy here, that is what is attracting them in. Okay? That is attracting them in. So there's a couple of different ways this could go. Please take it as it resonates and how it fits your situation. And we have the Knight of Swords coming out, which is spontaneity. There's truth with this as well. The Knight of Swords can come rushing in without, well, it can be a little risky, right? But with this Knight of Swords, it is about spontaneity. So this maybe is attached to this playfulness. Cut yourself some slack. I don't think I need to say that. You already have. I think you're being really, really gentle with yourself. But if you've been in this Hanged Man energy, just sort of chilling, you know, in the vibe lounge for a while, a little spontaneity might be really good to shake things up for you a little bit. Okay, we also have the Hermit showing up with wisdom. Yeah, it looks like you've really been doing some work around yourself. This is going within to find your answers, right? I love this energy for you. I mean, the Sun is coming out for you. There's understanding. There's playfulness. There's, you know, the only thing I was concerned about in the beginning was this Devil, but I think it just represents you understanding, I think, through the Hanged Man, that you have to have boundaries. You have to nurture and care for yourself in order to attract in the good energy of the King of Forces, or to put yourself in that energy, right? That energy is going to get you exactly where you want to go, with the Sun card coming out. Okay. Wow, that was kind of here and there, wasn't it? I wasn't sure. It was like full of twists and turns and adventures. But I really like this reading, pile number 1. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome, pile number 2. And your card of focus is the Page of Fire. What a pretty image, right? So the Page of Fire basically says that you are free to venture forth, right? You're free to co-create a life. that is true and in alignment with the desires in you that you want, with your desires that you want. It is your right to have those things. You're finding your purpose, and you're taking the first steps towards something new, right? The Page of Fire is the spark of an idea. It's the beginning of something new. So remember, please, that your ideas have value. And dream boldly. This isn't a time to restrict yourself or limit yourself in your ideas. This is a time to go big or go home. Okay, this is a time to dream boldly. This is enthusiastic action towards something. Okay, this is about being adventurous. It's about venturing forth, beginning that new project, acting on that new idea. Okay, now the Page of Fire, which sort of represents the wands, there's a lot of confidence in the wands. There's confident energy. There's a willingness to step out and do it. So, dream boldly. Be enthusiastic. Embrace everything about this new adventure, okay? Because something good is going to come. You are co-creating your desires right now. Okay. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, all right, I have the Wandering Star. I want to thank everyone for being here. I really, really appreciate you showing up. But not just for me, for yourself too, okay? I'm honored to be able to bring you these readings every day. They are timeless. And they are also general. Okay, so they're not one-on-one. These are general for the collective, so please take it as it resonates. If it doesn't fit, it doesn't sound like you, it might not be. Don't make it fit. We don't need to carry anything that's not ours, okay? What are you building? Dream boldly. Okay, the Queen of Swords coming out. Truth, strength, ambition. Yeah, the Queen of Swords is ambitious, but also stays in the truth. There's a lot of logic and intellect with the Queen of Swords. She can cut to the truth of something very, very quickly. Okay. This is in the position of the nature of. In your energy, the Eight of Pentacles is coming out. This is the worker bee card. This is mastering a craft. It can also be getting back to the basics when we've sort of reached a point where we're not quite sure if we need to push further, right? It is hard work. It's getting results. It is about achievement. So this is in your energy. So you're ready to put the hard work in. But it's something that you've been working on in some capacity already, okay? Maybe it was just something you were doing for fun, and all of a sudden this spark hits and you're like, oh my gosh, I could make that work, okay? Yeah. All right, keep in mind we have the Emperor with law and order, right? The Emperor also is about maturity. There's a lot of wisdom with the Emperor too. Like he's mastered all of the four kings, the four realms, and he sits on a throne. What I like about this card, I mean, he's the ruler of his own realm, right? But what I like is this lovely little spirit owl here. So even though it says law and order, this Emperor consults the intuition, the divine, the spiritual world, right? It's a very well-balanced energy. Yeah. All right. Okay. Now, under that Queen of Swords, we have the Eight of Swords, right? So this is feeling frustrated and trapped, but understandably, this is sort of a prison of our own making, right? Those bindings are loose. That, you know, wiggle out of those, take the blindfold off, and realize that this is not a cage or a prison around you, right? These swords. So this a lot of times is of the mind. It can be like a lack mindset. It can be outdated belief systems that need to go, especially if you're getting ready to start on this new journey and you're ready to do the hard work. You might have to leave aspects of the self behind. Now, with it coming out with that Queen of Swords, okay, she can cut away this stuff. That means that this aspect is going to be needed to cut out what isn't working for you anymore, okay? Some things, some ideas served us or served its purpose at a time in our lives when we needed it. And as we move on into a new journey, a new adventure, those things don't fit anymore, right? So we have to get rid of them so we can expand into the new. So you've got the Queen, okay? Queen can cut away. Queen can cut away that stuff. Yeah. Don't feel frustrated. That was like, oh, whew. I don't know. My hands are a little cold, so the cards are doing some really funny things today. I can't quite hang on to them. All right. Okay. In your energy as well. Here comes the Knight of Cups. This is proposals, quests, prospects. Could be pride, right? If it's in your energy, you might have a lot of pride in whatever this is that you're wanting to get started on. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. This could be a proposal that you're working on. You know, maybe you're going to present something to a group. Maybe you need funding, that kind of thing. And it's something from your heart, though, right? Because it is of the cups. So it's there. There's an emotional component to this new thing that you want to do, whatever that is. So yeah, and it also could be that maybe you're waiting for a message about it. Maybe you're waiting for something to come in. But the Knight is moving towards you. This is in your energy. There is good news coming. Maybe someone has taken notice of what you're doing here. Maybe someone has. Yeah, keep in mind, this is going to take you to absolute contentment and joy. This is the Ten of Cups. This is emotional wish fulfillment. This is so much love and joy and happiness that it spills. It overflows, basically, and it touches everyone around you. It lights up a room when you walk in. It changes places, right? Things look different when you're there, and it comes from you. You've done the work, and it just touches everybody and everything, right? Maybe this emperor, maybe you're ruling your realm in the right way, and everybody's happy, okay? Be bold. Dream boldly. Dream bigger than you've ever thought you could ever dream. Dream as big as you can, and then dream farther than that. Something good is coming. This is meant to get you out of this trapped feeling energy, okay? It's meant to get you back to work on this. Maybe it's something you set aside. The Mother Star says yes. All right, now the Mother Star has been through it all, okay? But she can now look back at the road behind and see how every little piece of the puzzle fit. Everything that worked out, everything that didn't, there's an understanding now of how those all played to put her where she is right now. You know, she has the cup, she has the pentacle, she has a sword, she has the wand. She's collected everything she needs. She's got the stars in the sky. She's got the flowers blooming. And she's collected this beautiful, beautiful companion, this cat with butterfly wings and a third eye, intuition. This is an understanding that everything in your past has led you to this precise moment right now, good and bad. And indifferent, right? You are where you're supposed to be, and where you're supposed to be is right here, starting this new adventure. What is this adventure to you? What is this brilliant idea? What are you taking steps to get started? How are you moving forward? Right? The Page of Fire says, dream boldly. Dream boldly. We have the Page of Pentacles coming out. Yeah, you are, this is a fiery new thing that is going to help you build your future with this Page of Pentacles. It's going to help you strategize how to build that foundation so that it becomes unshakable. This is getting grounded. This is strategy with your money and finances, okay? This is a lot of skill. There's even though the Page of Pentacles is how do I say that? It's, you know, it's childlike energy, right? With the pages, young energy. The Page of Pentacles has this sort of, this is adult-like strategic mind for building stability in the material world. Okay, this is in your energy. So whatever this is that you're planning on doing, do it. I'm just going to say it. Do it, but do it big. Do it so big. Do it so big it might be a little scary at first, but it's going to be good. It's going to be really good. You have the skill. You have the skill to do this. All right. Let's go ahead and get one more for that 10 of Cups. Whoa, what? Something just flipped over. Hello, darling. Yeah, the Hermit. It's a card of healing. Whatever this is going to be very healing for you. I feel like you've been dipping into the shadows anyway, right? Doing the inner work. The Hermit is the seeker. Looking for the questions within. So you've been doing this anyway, and this Hermit is definitely connected to this Mother Star. So you have this huge understanding. Even if you don't get it consciously, subconsciously, you have an understanding of where you are coming from and where you're going. Okay. Oh, I like it. This is beautiful. All right. See if anything else wants to come out. Yay, we see the star. Our guiding light. Sometimes it's within us, right? Sometimes we're the Hermit carrying our guiding light in our lantern. Sometimes there's stars all around our head. Sometimes it's the sun in the sky, right? Trust your intuition. This is about faith, hope, and miracles. It's your dreams and your wishes. And it's coming out for you today with the Page of Fire that says, dream boldly. This is meant for you. You're meant to do this. This isn't, oh yeah. Yeah, take those steps, okay? Because this is going to happen real fast. The Eight of Wands is fast-moving energy. It's good news. Probably regarding that Knight of Cups there. It's good news. It's good communication. It can talk about travel as well. Wands are all about travel. But it really feels like when you start taking those next steps that things are going to start moving really, really fast for you. And you're going to understand, right? You already understand with this Mother of Star where you've come from. You know, allow that path to unfold in front of you in big, glorious, fabulous ways. I absolutely love it, yeah. And here we have the Ace of Pentacles, new beginnings, prosperity. This is a huge, this is like huge material world abundance. Good for you. Good for you. Go forth. You're going to be successful, okay? Thank you so much, pile number 2, for being here. I so appreciate you. Like and subscribe, share with your besties, and I will see you next time. Welcome, pile number 3, and your card of focus today is the Empress. Now, this is with the Enchanted for Hawks. I used a different card for each pile. So the Empress, well, she's the giver of life, right? She's nurturing and has this magnetic energy. And through this magnetic energy, she's able to supply the lands with abundance of love and beauty. And the only thing that the Empress asks is that you appreciate what she creates. Showing appreciation. Stopping to look at the flowers, right? Being in nature. This is a card of juicy abundance, right? Overflowing abundance. She's also a very grounding energy that creates connection between the ground and the heavens. So when you feel this energy around you, linger as long as you can. Or as long as the Empress energy allows you to. Because as long as you're here in this energy, you're going to sense the beauty of life itself. It's about good tidings for all. It's maybe it presents as a feast, right? A feast for the senses to indulge upon. It's really hard to be in a bad mood or display unkindness when this energy is around you, okay? Because the Empress brings tenderness that mellows us. So please take note of all the gifts that have been bestowed on you, right? Take the time to say thank you and extend gratitude. The more that we do this, the more comes to us. Okay? You may find that, so it's with the Empress energy, is not always about just receiving abundance and luxury and feeling the energy of that. It's also about taking the time to extend a generous heart to others. Okay, and when we do that, we attract them as well. Right? So this is just all about this juicy abundance that's surrounding you right now. Take the time to acknowledge it. I mean, that 'tis the season, right? But this isn't just about like getting stuff. I don't want to give you that impression. This is really about, we can get really hung up on the things in our life that haven't worked out for us. And the Empress is here to remind us that when things don't work out, other things do. And so it's time to take a look at the things in your life that have worked out. Okay? Sometimes the things that haven't worked out for us because they weren't meant to, because something better was coming in. So take the time to look at the things that have worked and just acknowledge them and say thank you, right? I think this is a beautiful message today. Okay, pile number 3, I have the Witch of the Forest Tarot. I wasn't going to use this one today, but it was like, pick me, pick me. I was like, oh, okay, all right. Here we are. So anyway, thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate you showing up, and not just for me, but for yourself, right? This time of year, well, any time is really a good time to remember to self-nurture, and if listening to a tarot reader is part of that, that's wonderful. I tend to do that as well. I have some favorite readers out there that I like to check in with. So, yeah, thank you for being here. I'm honored to be able to bring you these messages. Thank you for showing up. I actually passed by one. I have 101 subscribers, so I want you guys all help me make that happen. And I'm just going to keep continuing because I love it more than anything, because I love being able to bring these messages to you every day. So with that, let's get into this Juicy abundance. I really like this energy. I kind of just want to like almost cozy up in a blanket and take a nap just right here because this energy feels really, really, really good. Okay. Yeah, look at that. Right out of the gate, that Nine of Cups. That is emotional wish fulfillment. This is actually kind of a card of taking a breather and enjoying the fruits of your labor, right? We've come from the Eight of Cups, which is walking away of things that don't serve us anymore. We've moved into an unknown, and yet look, we are able to take a break and just enjoy. And isn't that exactly what the Empress is saying, right? Take the time to enjoy, to express gratitude, to acknowledge the good things in life. In your energy, the Eight of Wands. This is fast. This could be travel. It can be communication. Okay, there's some really fast moving energy showing up as you. Okay, maybe something's coming in. Okay, our keep in mind today is the Hanged Man. So yeah, it's okay to take a pause, right? You know, you've walked away from something with the Eight, and you've arrived at the Nine, which is taking a moment to just enjoy things as they are. Okay, by doing that, this is a card of enlightenment, so you might be seeing things a little differently from a different perspective on how you got there. See, we were just talking about taking the time to acknowledge the things that didn't work out, because when things don't work out, other things do. So acknowledge the things that have worked out, understand why the things that didn't work out. So here we are. This brings us to enlightenment. This brings us to this new perspective. Something is going to come in real fast. Let's dig into that. Ooh, wow. I mean, this energy just kind of makes me want to have this really thick, yummy cup of hot cocoa with giant marshmallows on it. Maybe a candy cane in it, just because it looks pretty. Actually, I love candy canes in hot chocolate. And no, I don't have hot chocolate very often. And no, I don't have candy canes very often because, you know, my little cat Zumi loves to steal them out of my cup. I don't know why. Okay, I'm sorry. TMI, let's get back to this reading. I'm just... Come on, energy. I know you want to come out. It's like we have this fast-moving energy, and I'm trying to, like, get this message, and it's moving slowly. All right, it's moving slowly, and then we have the Chariot. I feel like this energy is a little, like, cheeky today, too, in this pile number 3, okay? So, yeah, taking a moment to appreciate and understand and you know, what is really meaningful to us. And then we have the Chariot. That is forward momentum. It's also overcoming obstacles. Okay, so I believe in understanding where we've come from. That's giving us this new perspective, this new enlightenment. It's karmic. Like, you're meant to understand and break through some barriers there. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, wow. Whew. In your energy, a 10 of Cups. That is ultimate contentment. That is emotional wish fulfillment. It's abundance of the heart for you and everyone around you. It's this energy that goes with you everywhere. You know, you walk into a coffee shop and all of a sudden people are laughing. You know, it's that kind of energy. Is that what's happening fast? Maybe it is about movement and you sharing it. All right, let's get one for that Hanged Man. Come on. Oh my God, the cards are being so cheeky. I think the cards like this energy too. They really do. All right, we have the Knight of Cups here. Okay, bringing forth a proposal, bringing you a cup of love, of magic, bringing you a cup of good news. Okay, so there is something coming in for you. I mean, things look really good, you know, and abundant here for you with this new perspective. This fast moving energy that you are feeling could be attached to this message coming in. It could also be attached to this breaking barriers, you know, overcoming obstacles of the Chariot. So let's just keep going. I mean, they're kind of the same thing, really. One is in the mind, perspectives, and the other one is actual movement forward. Very connected, I'm sure. Okay, yeah, the High Priestess. Yeah, working with the mystical, magical. Not being afraid to dip into the shadows. You have not been afraid to dip into the shadows. That's why you have this Hanged Man showing up over here. You've taken the time to reevaluate and pivot some perspectives, some energies. Okay, we also have the Queen of Wands coming up under your energy. This is great. This is really self-confident, independent energy. Okay. So maybe you had to learn how to be independent. That makes sense if you're reevaluating and reassessing and understanding the, you know, why things didn't work out for you in the past and how they did. Okay, I want to really emphasize, look at the things that have worked out. That's your juicy Empress energy. So in your personal energy, you are showing up as the Queen of Wands. So yeah, you got this. You already know this fast moving energy though. Maybe it was maybe considering all the things that worked out for you and were a blessing in your life, maybe that alone is going to create some forward momentum in ways that you hadn't expected. Is quite possible. And yeah, the Ace of Swords. Yeah, there's a truth to this. It's understanding the truth of a situation. And we can only understand the truth of a situation if we acknowledge both sides. What didn't work out, what did. I feel like that's really important. You know, maybe when you're thinking, wow, I wish that would have turned out better about something, really take a look at that situation and understand what did work out. I just feel like this is an important message, you guys. And the Ace of Swords is here in confirmation. This is here to cut out fear, doubt, and confusion. Okay? The clouds are lifting. That sword pierces the veil into the material world. Okay? That truth is coming straight to you. And it's beautiful. This is a beautiful reading. I hope that you understand that. I think you do. Don't shoot the messenger. I think it's a beautiful message. I really do. Gorgeous energy. Like I said, I would like to sit here and just chill with you for a while, because I think it's really good. Okay, yeah, the Eight of Swords. So, you know, feeling trapped, feeling frustrated. All right. I mean, it really fits with what we're talking about. You know, maybe you've been so focused on you know, things that didn't work, you know, that you haven't seen or acknowledged the things that have. This is of the mind. So that's just an outdated belief system, right? So we take little steps to sort of change that. And we do it often. And we do it often because then it becomes a habit. And then all of a sudden we're seeing the sun rays through the clouds instead of the raindrops, you know. Although I do love rain. My neighbor hates it. I run outside and I jump up and down when it's raining because he doesn't like the rain. And I do. Anyway, so yeah, this is sort of a like outdated belief system. Okay. Something we have to let go of. And that's okay because it's something we have to let go of. Look at what's on the bottom of the deck. The devil. Yeah, it's something we have to let go of. Now you're already, you know, the high priestess is already showing up. The hanged man is showing up. So you're already doing this on some level. You understand this and you're probably working on it already. So this is confirmation, perhaps. But this is big, juicy, abundant energy here. Yeah, you have the card of victory and success. This is a card of glory. It's the card of recognition. Success. Yeah, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. You know what to do. This is really just confirmation for you. All right, let's see if anything else wants to come out. I think that might be it. And our lovely Temperance. I love this card because she looks like a friend of mine whose hair literally used to look like that just on its own, and I loved it. Yeah, Temperance is divine timing. It's a card of healing. It's a card of patience and understanding. This is divine timing. So yeah, you're meant to do this. Take the time to do it. You're in your Nine of Cups. You can. Okay. I just want to see if anything comes out. I just feel like when you do this, and I think that this pertains to this Eight of Wands, when you do this, it's going to be like pulling the stopper out of the sink of filled with water, right? It's just going to move it on out really fast. So gaining this new perspective is going to just shift you so fast. So fast. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. All right, let's see if anything else wants to come out. I think that's it. Nothing's really moving. Nothing's really moving. Yeah. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Yeah, we have the Death card showing up, which is death and rebirth. It's a card of transformation, just like the Hanged Man. All right. Transmuting the energy, changing, letting go of what no longer serves you so that you can move forward into your new realm, the next leg of your journey, with a lot of room to fill it up with juicy goodness. Okay. All right, pile number 3, that is your message. I hope that helps. Thank you so much for being here. Like and subscribe, share with your besties, and I will see you soon.